It's time for Lion Athletics on your new home for Baxter Springs High School sports, Baxter Springs Sports Live. Baxter Springs Sports Live is presented by WDM. Learn more at WDMinc.net. Also by It's time for Baxter Springs High School Athletics on your new home for the Lions, Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Welcome back, everybody, to Welch, Oklahoma today. We had to travel all the way south to Welch, Oklahoma, where your Baxter Springs Lions are going to be competing in the Kenneth Suter Invitational Tournament. As you can see there on your screen, we have the boys bracket. Lady Lions were able to pick up a win just moments earlier. I apologize for not being able to get that one to you guys. Unfortunately, I had to partake in my education and complete a final, which no one's asking, but I did. Good? Okay, sorry. Anyways, sorry, no one's asking, but I did get a 98 on that final, so we're chilling. No big deal whatsoever. But yes, I apologize. Wasn't able to make the drive down here. But we're here, nonetheless. So the Lady Lions, I'm going to show you that bracket here real quick. Lady Lions defeated Watts Engineers and are going to move on and play Friday at 7 p.m., which we'll have that game live here on Baxter Springs Sports Live. They're going to play whoever the winner is of the Wyandotte and Blue Jacket game that's going to take place tonight after this boys game. Sadly, we will not be sticking around to watch that one. We got dinner to eat, place to be, people to meet. But going back to the boys bracket, they're going to face off against the Watts Engineers themselves and then face the winner of whoever wins against Wyandotte and the Blue Jackets later tonight. They play even later, and then they'll play either at 8:30 on Friday or 5:30 on Friday, depending on if they win or not. Going into this game, Lions are 2-0. Huge victory last week against the Frontenac Raiders. An electric game, taking down the Raiders by a wide margin, a statement to be made around the league, kind of a wake-up call, if you will, telling everyone in the league to beware because the Lions are here and they're ready to play. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get some starting lineups. It's going to be a brilliant time, but when we come back, we're going to have the tip-off as it's just about 3 minutes away on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the Storage Shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the Storage Shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the Storage Shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66. 1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org. At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Welcome back out here to Welch, Oklahoma, where the starting lineups are getting announced. So we'll go ahead and get into our starting lineups. This game is rolling by quickly. Also, I'd like to show you that Lions are coming into this game 2-0 after those intense victories over the Quapaw Wildcats, who they might potentially see later on in this bracket, and also the Frontenac Raiders. Well, Sarah, go ahead and give us those engineer starting lineups.
For the Engineers, starting lineups, number 11, Skylar Payne. Number 24, Tommy Keith. Number 32, Devin Ford. Number 33, Donna Van Bird. And number 45, Austin White.
Those are your starters for the Engineers. On the Baxter Springs Lions side, it's going to be no change as they've had it the entire year. Coming in, Javen Alexander, number 15. Peyton Gaines, number 25. Number 4, Jacob Grant is the man in the middle. Running the guard positions, we have Gage Maggard as well as Weston Schaefer. We're just going to get right into this. Also, I'm going to apologize straight up and right now. If sometime during this game the score is off, I apologize because we got people moving around and it's kind of a janky scoreboard, but hey, it is what it is. A good rebound there from Jacob Grant. Little offensive rebound for him to start off the game. Alexander to Gaines on the wing. Back to Alexander. Looks like the Engineer's going to run a 2-1-2. Schaefer going to take the ball at the top of the key. Back over to Alexander. Alexander's wide open. No one guarding him. Schaefer going to be picked up. And they're going to call a block on number 11 for the Engineers. That's Skylar Payne. Grant going to get it up top, and he's going to go up with it. That's going to be 2 for Grant. Bringing down the floor is Payne. Gaines going to be working man coverage on him. Actually, they're going to run a 2-1-2 defense. Looking to elect to have the zone instead of normal. They're going to say Payne was out of bounds, and it's going to be Lion basketball. The Lions versus the Engineers. The Watt Engineers. No problem. Schaefer with it on the corner. He's going to dribble down baseline, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to pick up his dribble and pass out to Alexander. Alexander looking for a 3, not going to shoot it. Going to throw it up to Grant. Grant going to go up with it, going to miss, and he's going to have the easy 2 after that. Grant with 4 points already in this game, 4 points and a rebound at that. Schaefer going to pick it from 32. That's Ford. 32 with it on the wing. Down low, Grant guarding. Alexander going to have close defense on him. It's going to be rebounded and tipped by Schaefer. Rebounded once again by the Engineers. So some rebounding trouble on the defensive side of the ball so far. 4-2 Lions lead. Gaines bring it up the court slowly. He's going to work. Throw it down low to Maggard. Maggard's going to throw down low to Grant. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to work inside. Gaines going to have the open three. That's no good. Grant unable to secure the rebound, but it's picked away by Schaefer. Schaefer with a three of his own. Going to miss. On the wing. That's Ford. On the wing, Gaines guarding. Three going to be shot in his face. That's no good. Rebounded by Alexander. Alexander pushing the floor. He's going to cut back inside. Going to pass out to Gaines. Gaines going to fake the three. Dribble, drive inside. Pass down low to Grant. And Grant's going to have another two. Assist from Peyton Gaines. Payne bringing it up the court. He's going to be guarded on the wing by Gaines. Bird has it on top of the key. Stolen away by Jacob Grant. Good anticipation from Jacob Grant. Grant's going to have another two down low off the assist from Gage Maggard. .24 has it top of the key, guarded by Alexander, running the man defense once again. And Engineer's going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs.
Welcome back out here to Welch, Oklahoma. Engineers have the ball at top of the key. Maggard guarding. Bird looking to make a move. Going to pass out to Payne. Being guarded closely by Gaines. Gaines searching the hips. Guarding him. Running with. Not allowing any space for Payne. He's going to get by, and it's going to be tipped out by Alexander. And Alexander's going to have it running the floor. He's going to go up for an easy layup. The steal and layup from Javen Alexander. Alexander goes for another one, but he's going to run by, and that's going to be an easy layup for Donovan Bird. Bird, just a freshman for the Engineers, a young core that this team has. Gaines going to pass off to Alexander. 2-1-2. Engineers are running defense. Alexander has the top of the key. He's going to pass out to Maggard. Maggard has it, looking for someone. Alexander going to have it off to Schaefer. Schaefer looking to reset the offense. Maggard has it on the wing. Going to dribble drive. Down low to Schaefer. A risky pass from Grant, but Schaefer's going to have it. Good patience from Schaefer, waiting for the defender to jump for him to go up himself. And that's going to lead to a score. Gaines trying to jump the line of pass. Not going to happen for him. Tommy Keith, top of the key, being guarded by Javen Alexander. Ford to Bird. Bird passes inside. It's going to be picked away by Alexander. Alexander driving the floor. He's going to go for another layup, and he's going to miss. A missed layup for Javen Alexander. And they're going to say jump ball. Maggard's going to force the jump ball, and that's going to bring Carson Mazzocco into the game. Maggard going to exit. Took possession away from the Engineers. Now Payne brings it up the floor, guarded by Gaines. Top of the key. He's going to pass off to Ford. Ford on the wing, bringing it low. It's going to be stolen away by Grant. Grant bringing it towards the middle, passes off to Mizako. Mizako electing not to take the three. He's going to pass back down low to Grant. Grant back to Mizako on the wing. Alexander has the top of the key. He's going to dribble drive down the middle, sidestep, and he's not going to have the layup. Another missed layup by Javen Alexander. Down baseline, Payne goes, and that's going to go off the side of the backboard, and Mizako's going to have himself a rebound. Zako bringing it up the floor. Alexander top of the key, going to set up the offense. Schaefer has it, down low to Grant. Grant going to go over the top, and he's going to have an easy two. Grant, 10 points already in this game off the assist from Weston Schaefer.
He has all but 4.
He's accounted for all but 4 points. He's scored more alone than the Engineers have themselves. Magger going to check in to re-enter the game. Ford has it on the wing, guarded closely by Schaefer. Alexander on the baseline. Grant guarding. He's going to go up and under. Not going to happen. And Grant's going to come down with a rebound. Not to jinx him or anything, but Grant could be working on a triple-double in this game as Schaefer, a nice little Euro step inside, and he's going to have 2. 4 points in the game for Weston Schaefer, as well as a rebound and an assist. Gaines guarding Payne closely, forces him to drop the ball, but he's going to run by and be picked up by Alexander. Mizako guarding number 13, Brian Sands, closely. Gaines leaves the Payne open in the corner. Mizako going to go up and get the rebound off the missed 3. Mizako pushing the floor. He's going to pass to Gaines. Gaines has a wide open 3, not going to take it, and they're going to call a travel on Gaines. Isaiah Main going to enter the game for Javen Alexander, and Gage Magger going to come in for Weston Schaefer. Isaiah Main, just a freshman. Bringing the ball up the floor is Sands, a sophomore for the Engineers. Ford has it on the wing, being guarded by Maggard. Needs to get a move on, looking to size up Maggard. Mizako. Payne being guarded by Gaines. Not going to let him go out of the corner. He's going to throw up a little floater. That's no good. However, they're going to get the offensive rebound. Maggard trying to force the jump ball, but instead going to get called for a reach in. It's almost strange to say that this is a less sized. This is one of the lineups for the Lions in the rotation that's going to have less height than they ever do, yet they still have a 6'5" man on the floor.
I bet the shortest person out there is 5'6".
3 is good from Donovan Bird. 2 seconds on the clock. Gaines going to try for the heave, and it's just short. Heave is no good, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 16-7, your Lions lead here on Baxter Springs Sports Live. Welcome back out here to Welch, Oklahoma, where once again I do apologize for that scoreboard. We got little kids running around stomping on the floors. That's just going to lead to this scoreboard moving around a little bit. So I do apologize for that, guys. I'm going to try and fix it whenever I can. But if it goes off your screen, you're just going to have to trust me. Oh, that was a monologue and a half, but I'm back. I'm back, ready, re-engaged in the game. 16-7, your Lions lead coming into this matchup 2-0, looking to advance to the second round of the Welch tournament. Each team is guaranteed 3 games, but so far the Lions are 1-0. Lady Lions took the victory earlier in this tournament. They faced off against the Watts Engineers and forced them to the loser side of the bracket. And they'll be playing at 7 p.m. on Friday, where we'll have that action here on Baxter Spring Sports Live. Alexander setting up the offense, has it at the top of the key, being guarded closely by Sands, passes off to Maggard. Schaefer has it top of the key. He's going to pass over to Alexander. Alexander working inside. He's going to dribble drive, and he gets his layup this time. Another 2 for Javen Alexander. Ford bringing it up the court. He's going to be picked up by Schaefer. Looking to size up Schaefer. Schaefer, a good defender, going to pick him. Force him to mess up his dribble. Being guarded down low. A good spin move and score from Tommy Keith, the junior for the Engineers. Being guarded by Alexander, but he just has a good little spin move, and he's going to score. A 1-3-1 defense being played by the Engineers. Pass down low to Maggard, but he's going to mishandle the pass. I almost said mishandle the snap. Still ingrained in football, if you know what I mean. It's going to be a turnover on Maggard, however. Sorry for that, Sarah.
It's okay.
I had you muted.
It's okay. I understand.
Gaines guarding Payne. Passes off to Sands. Sands going to go down baseline. Maggard picking up Sands on the wing. Payne's going to have it on the wing. Gaines going to pick him up, forcing him to go left. Passed off to Ford. Ford being guarded by Schaefer. Schaefer got to be careful with how he's reaching in. Gaines shuffling along. Sands on the wing trying to work down Maggard, but Maggard playing scrappy close defense. Gaines has defense on the wing. Ford on the wing against Schaefer. Picked off by Gaines. Gaines going to intercept the pass. He's going to go up for the dunk, but he's going to miss. Misses the dunk. We talked to Coach last week about the dunks and how he feels about them. And his rule, as long as you make it, it doesn't matter. I got to assume Coach Hibbler not going to be too happy about that one.
He's got room in this game to miss a few.
That's exactly right. But they get the points anyways after Grant with the rebound and the 2. Gaines bringing it up the floor. Looking to size up Payne. Going to pass off to Schaefer. Schaefer has it on the wing. He's going to call Javen Alexander up to the top of the key. Going to pass down low to Maggard. Maggard passes up to Grant. And that's an assist and a score for Grant. Grant, 14 points in the game. Still has scored more than the Engineers himself. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching Baxter Spring Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time, Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back out here to Welch, Oklahoma. Lions lead 22-12, but if you look at who's entered the game, I think Coach Hibbler's got some confidence he's going to win this one. Bringing in the all-freshman team. Bringing them down all the way to Welch, Oklahoma, where they're going to get some action, get some varsity action at that.
It's always good to get your young players in.
Entering the game for the Lions, you got number 3, Caleb Grant, a freshman. You got number 20, Isaiah Main. We see him pretty regularly in the rotation as it is, but he's going to enter this game. You also got number 5, Logan Abbott, as well as number 24, Riley Daniels, and number 32, Jonathan Moore. And once again, we're going to call this one of the shorter lineups, as they are all freshmen out there, haven't quite hit their growth spurts yet, natural human biology. Yet they still have a 6'3" man, as that's a really good move and score from number 45 of the Engineers, Austin White. Abbott bringing it up the floor. But yeah, we still have the 6'3" man and Jonathan Moore, as Grant's going to throw up a 3, and it's going to be no good. Three ball from Payne is going to be good. Main's going to inbound to Abbott. Abbott going to bring it up the floor. Going to be picked up by number 10. That's Dominic McClelland. Grant to Abbott to Main. Main has it on the wing. He's going to pass down to Daniels. Daniels all the way across court to Grant. Grant back to Daniels. Abbott has it top of the key. He's going to pass off to Main. Main looking for anyone to pass to. Not much doing in the offense. Hibbler telling him to cut, and they're going to call a walk on Daniels. Picked up that pivot foot a little bit. Looks like the starter's going to come back in. Yep, that's all the original starters in the match. They're going to come back into the game. And it's going to be Engineers' ball. 22-17, Lions lead. Lead cut a little bit shorter there, but still have it. McClellan with it on the wing, guarded by Maggard. Now Ford and Schaefer. Schaefer guarding closely. Alexander picks up Bird. Bird's going to make a move inside, and that's going to be blocked. Blocked by Jacob Grant. Grant having a phenomenal game. Schaefer going to work inside and go up over McClellan. Then he's going to have the rebound over McClellan, and he's just stacking his stats right now. Stat padding all the way through.
I was thinking the same thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking. They're going to call a foul on the floor. The Lions are going to inbound. Passed into Grant. Grant going to take a dribble out and then go up. Alexander going to come down with the rebound, and that's good. Bringing down the floor is Payne. Magger going to intercept that one, but it's going to go out of bounds. 24-17 Lions lead here in this second quarter. 3:40 remaining in said second quarter. Schaefer going to be tipped away by Maggard. Alexander bringing it down the floor, and he's going to go up for the easy layup. Stolen away by Gage Maggard. The quick and scrappy defense, and Alexander's there to pick it up and take it the distance. Payne goes up for the three, and that's going to be good. Engineers hanging with them here. Gaines going to take it up the floor, blowing past McClellan, off to Alexander. That pass a little bit off, unable to get there. Payne bringing it up the floor. And slammed down by Gaines. But before he could go up with it, they're going to call a double dribble. That was downright disrespectful from Peyton Gaines. Getting up way above the competition and slamming that one down into the cheerleaders. That was just a powerful block. I'm almost sad that I can't count it on the stat sheet. Gaines working the middle in the 2-1-2. Now Grant's there. Interesting pass from Alexander. Almost gets fumbled. Schaefer has it. Down low to Grant. That one's going to be tipped away. Some sloppy offense being played by the Lions. Engineers going to have it running down the floor. Alexander going to come back with a steal. Pass down low to Schaefer. Pass from Alexander to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to have another two. Payne, guarded by Gaines. Alexander going to come up with another steal. 4 steals in the game for Alexander. He's working the court, going to pass out to Schaefer. Schaefer going to pass up to Grant, looking for the size advantage, and it's going to be another turnover on the Lions. Gaines full court press here, and they're going to call a timeout in order to save him from the press. Engineers call a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports.
Are you drowning in clutter in need of some extra space? Look no further than the Storage Shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the Storage Shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the Storage Shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Welcome back out to Welch, Oklahoma. Lions lead 28-20. Engineers going to have the ball. Lions don't want to let this game slip. Seems like they've had a pretty good hand of control on it, yet the Engineers have stayed in it the entire time. A good pass, but it's going to be tipped away from Grant. However, Engineers going to recover it. Errant pass down low, and Gaines going to have it this time. See if he got it this time. He's going to go up to the layup, I'm sure. Coach had a quick talk with him about that. First 2 points of the game for Peyton Gaines. The steal and the distance with the layup. That one's going to be tipped by Gaines. It's going to go out of bounds. Playing some tight defense, the Lions are. That one passed down low. Absolutely no one down there. I'm surprised they didn't get a goaltending call.
Some of the fans are asking for it.
That's exactly right. Gage Magger going to come down with the rebound. Schaefer has it to Grant. Grant going to go up for the easy 2. Gaines gets the assist. Schaefer gets the assist. And Grant going to add 2 more to his total. Defense getting a little more loose here for the Lions. Seems like the Engineers able to come down quickly and score. Gaines bringing it up the floor. Off to Alexander. Off to Maggard on the wing. Maggard going to drive down baseline. Fakes the pass down low. A good fake from Gage Maggard. And Jacob Grant has 18 points in the game before half. Gaines going to pick that one. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it went off the Engineers. So that's going to be another steal for Peyton Gaines. Fans conversing about how it went off the leg. 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Lions working the offense around. Lions have a huge size advantage in this game for the most part, especially Jacob Grant down low. Alexander going to break his ankles, and he's going to get the layup. 10 points in the game for Jabin Alexander. Maggard with the hustle play once again. Going to knock that one out of bounds. 8 seconds remaining. 36-22. Lions lead. I was kind of worried about the internet here, so I don't have my stat sheet going. As Maggard pulls out another steal. Pass down low to Schaefer. Schaefer over the top to Grant. Playing fun basketball here. And Grant's going to have 20 points going into half. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the halftime show, as well as some stats, key analysis, and more on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the Storage Shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the Storage Shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the Storage Shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Welcome back out here to Welch, Oklahoma in the Kenneth Suter Invitational, where your Baxter Springs Lions are leading 38-22 against the technical away team, I guess, the Watts Engineers. You know, honestly, I wish I had gone to a high school where the name was Engineers. I feel like that's a unique name.
I know you were so excited whenever you found out they were the Engineers.
I know, it's kind of interesting. I think not a lot of schools have that, you know? They have like the Trojans, the Lions, the Eagles, the Tigers.
Every kind of cat you can think of.
Exactly. Every bird you could think of, falcons, but never heard an engineer before.
Neither have I.
Almost makes me want to go and be a Bruin.
That's a bear.
Anyways, key analysis, right? Yeah.
Back on topic.
Back to some stats of the game. As you can see there, that's the bracket for the tournament. They win tonight over Watts, which it looks like they might. Of course, knock on wood. You never know how a second half can go. Leading by 16 is a very good lead, however. They will play Friday at 8:30 if they end up closing out this game. We will have that game here in case you guys just want to sit at home and not have to go all the way down here to Welch, Oklahoma. It's probably about, 30, 45 minutes from Baxter. I came from Pittsburgh today, so it was about an hour and 6 minutes from there. Just love this job so much that I'm willing to go anywhere for it.
It was an enjoyable drive.
Of course, we had a great time coming down. But yeah, like I said, they'll play at 8:30, immediately following the girls' game if they win. If they don't, they'll be immediately preceding the girls' game. But there's a good chance that they win this game. I'd also like to say thank you to our presenting sponsor, as Baxter Springs Sports Live is presented by WDM Williams Diversified Materials. WDM is proud to support Baxter Springs Athletics and USD 508. Stop in and see WDM at 2903 Military or call 620-679-9810. Be sure to ask about the storage shed and U-Haul rental. Big thank you to you guys for helping us always come out here and helping us always be able to put on a broadcast. Also, we didn't get to mention it because that pregame went so fast. They gave them 15 minutes to warm up, and they were quick and through it. We don't have a game after this to say it. So that pregame show that we had was brought to you by Route 66 Hardware, your trusted hardware store located in Baxter Springs, serving the community with top-quality tools, equipment, and supplies. Everything you need for the home, lawn, garden, and more is at Route 66 Hardware, 109 East 12th Street in Baxter Springs, or call 620-856-3300. Stop in and ask about the big changes coming soon. And then we finally get to what we're on right now. The Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, 4-state agency. I said agency twice. But this is what the halftime show is brought to you by. Serving Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri, Leah and her team have the products, services, and experience you're looking for. Give them a call today and see why they are more than just insurance. We got about 3.5 minutes until the second half starts. Really quickly, I'd like to talk back about some first half stats. Obviously, the difference maker in this game has been Jacob Grant. Jacob Grant has 20 points going into halftime. That is just 2 less than the opposing team has total. So he has been a big factor in this game. Coming off the stellar defense being played by the Lions altogether, totaling together 11 steals. They have 11 steals combined, as well as a block from Jacob Grant. Jacob Grant really just having a game himself. He is 10 for 13 on the floor, has a block, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. He's just had an insane game. Gage Maggard, someone I want to highlight. I'm going to bring it up again. The Dennis Rodman type player just hustles everywhere, gets rebounds, gets steals, gets assists. No points to speak of, however. He's going to have one of those stats lines where it's 0-0 and then 40. Seems like that's what he does every week. Having 3 assists in this game as well as 2 steals. Weston Schaefer had a pretty good game himself so far. 4 points in the game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and he is 2 for 4 from the floor. Javen Alexander has 10 points himself, and it's been overall a pretty good game for pretty much everyone involved. Watts might not be the most stellar team to go against. However, there's still good competition and competition nonetheless. So it's been a pretty good game so far. We might get to see some freshmen come in this second half. And hopefully get to see them have some starting potential. And honestly, just getting playing time in varsity is always going to be important no matter what. But yeah, we'll see how that unfolds. Real quickly, I think we'll just keep it here for the rest of the halftime show, as it don't know if they're going to do any warm-ups. They like to keep this tournament rolling pretty fast.
Don't disagree.
I don't disagree at all. I'd say get it moving, get the games over as fast as you can so that everyone can get done as fast as they can. However, I got to ask, it's already been a pretty good game so far, but Sarah, what do you think that the Lions have to do in order to win this basketball game?
Well, I feel like it's obvious. Give the ball to Jacob Grant, because he has scored almost all of the Lions' points. They also have to keep capitalizing on every mistake that the Engineers make and keep scoring and keep being aggressive and not let down and fall to the level of their opponent.
That's exactly right. Always got to play to your own capability rather than the capability of your opponent. So we'll see how they're able to do that here in this second half. Looks like both teams are pretty much ready to go. So that's just about it for this Leah Smith Farmers Insurance Forest State Agency halftime show. Once again, thank you so much to all of our sponsors that help us come out. But thank you very much to Leah Smith for sponsoring this halftime show. Looks like we're going to get going here. Once again, do my little spiel. I apologize for the scoreboard. We got little kids running around, jumping around, moving our tripod and whatnot. It is what it is. But you can see there, 38-22 here in this third quarter. Engineers working around the offense, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Lion basketball. You can even see it there shaking. I see 2 little kids over there. Looks like they're chasing a basketball. Peyton Gaines bringing it up the floor. He's going to be picked up by Donovan Bird. Passes off to Schaefer on the wing. Wing working against forward. He's going to drive baseline. Pass out to Grant. Grant with a good move inside. And there's 2 more for Jacob Grant. I'm going to run out of room on the stat sheet. If he's not careful. Watts. Engineers going to bring it all the way down the floor. Grant going to contest that shot. Alexander going to come down with a rebound. Alexander pushing the floor. He's going to roll out. Look to set up the offense before he goes. Schaefer has it on the wing. Down low to Grant. Grant off to Gaines. Gaines going to throw up an errant shot.
That would have been so cool if he made it.
Yes, it would have. However, coaches never like so cool. They like consistency.
That's right.
That's the name of basketball, as that 3 is up. And the bank is open, apparently. However, it's 6 o'clock. Got to call that next time. Gaines going to get the inbound pass. That's 3 for the Engineers. Gaines bringing it up the floor. He's going to work on Bird. Alexander has it top of the key, being picked up by Payne. Gaines has it. Looking to set up some offense. He's going to reset back to the top of the key. Pass off to Maggard. Maggard down low to Gaines. Sorry, that's Grant on the baseline. Grant gets it back on the baseline. Going to pass out to Maggard. Schaefer. Gaines on the far wing. Cross court to Schaefer. Schaefer going to pull up a quick 3, and that's good. Weston Schaefer add 3 to his total, his first 3 of the night. The first 3 of the night, period, for the Baxter Springs Lions. The inside game has been working pretty well. That 3's thrown up, and they're going to call a foul on Peyton Gaines, and that's going to send him to the free throw line for a chance at 3. Donovan Bird, just a freshman on this varsity team, has a chance at 3. First free throw, no good, off the front of the rim. Second free throw is good. 43-26. Lions lead, barring this next free throw. 6 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That one's off. Going to be tipped out and rebounded by Gage Maggard. Grant bringing it up the floor. Something I noted in that first match, everyone on the roster is listed as a guard. Every single person. I actually think Gage Maggard might be the only person listed as a forward. He just happens to be one of the shortest guys on the court comparatively to everyone else. Grant's going to get fouled there and it's going to send him to the free throw line for a chance at more points. Yeah, like I was saying, every single one of them is listed as a guard. All of them good ball handlers, all of them able to bring it up the floor. Has first three throw did a spoonerism there for you guys. Free throw from Grant is good, of the negative variety, and it's still going to be 43-26. Second free throw good, 1 for 2 from the line. That's going to be stolen by Alexander. Alexander going to go up and miss the layup once again. What a rebound and putback from Weston Schaefer. Alexander now has 5 steals in the match. And another steal from Peyton Gaines. So he's going to tip that out of bounds, and it's going to be saved by the Engineers. But he steps out of bounds while he does it. Gaines gets the inbound from Alexander, going to bring it out to the top of the key. Schaefer has it on the wing, and that three is good from Schaefer. Schaefer starting to heat up as he's just going to step out of bounds whenever he receives that ball, tries to tip it out. 49-26, a 23-point lead for the Lions. Bird bringing it up the floor, going to be picked up by Maggard. Alexander tries to pickpocket him in the back. Payne working on Gaines. Gaines going to run by the screen, and Payne's going to lose a shoe, and Grant's going to steal that one.
Real trooper playing through.
Exactly. Good call by the ref to stop play. Make sure he gets his shoe back on.
Better double knot it this time.
McQueen's blown a tire. All right, shoe is tied, repaired, back to normal. And Schaefer's going to bring it down the floor. Guarded by Bird. Schaefer going to work back inside. He's going to try and make it down low. Tight zone being played by the Engineers. Maggard has it, top of the key. Not going to be picked up. Running the zone once again. Pass down low to Grant. And wouldn't you know, Jacob Grant, 2 more on the board. Jacob Grant, 24 points in the match. Bird walking down low. That one's going to be off and rebounded by Jacob Grant. Gaines brings it up the floor. He's going to pass back to Schaefer. An interesting choice. But the Lions going to retain possession as it goes out of bounds off the Engineers. Gaines going to exit the match. Maine going to come in for him. Maine set to inbound. Schaefer has it down low on the block. He's going to go up and over. That's going to be 2 more for Weston Schaefer. Off the inbound from Maine. Engineers bringing it up the floor. Payne going to be picked up by Isaiah Maine in the 1-3-1 little zone defense. Excuse me, that's man defense, but they're playing that type of style. Payne going to launch from deep, and he's going to hit the 3. 53-29. Lions lead in this third quarter. Schaefer picked up by Bird. Going to blow past Bird, and he's going to go right into the contact, and he's going to get sent to the free throw line. Schaefer starting to heat up in this game a little bit. Exploding, if you will, in this second half. You know, I agree with you, Sarah. I am starting to get hungry.
I am starving.
They schedule these games right at dinner time, and I tell you what, it really has an effect on a human being.
Hey, you should have listened to me. You should have got popcorn.
Ah, whatever. First free throw from Schaefer is good. Second free throw good. 16 points in the matchup for Weston Schaefer. Pass down low to Austin White, but that's going to go way over the backboard. And Grant's going to come up with a rebound. Alexander working it down the floor. Pass out to Maggard. Maggard going to work inside. Grant down low. And guess who? Jacob Grant. 2 more.
How many points does he have on?
He has 26 points. Excuse me, 27. I forgot his free throw. Quick 2 there from Tommy Keith. Going to go up at about the free throw line. Schaefer going to work all the way down the floor. That's 2 for him. Alexander comes down with the rebound. Bringing down the floor. Careful of the Wolf. Out to Maine. Maine going to launch a 3. It's no good. Maine goes up for the 3, but no good. Tried to rebound by Grant. Payne going to launch a 3 of his own. That one's good. Toilet bowl in. Payne launching from anywhere. 34 points for the Engineers, trailing by 25. Schaefer going to work it slowly up the court. Go to work on Sands. Maggard has it. Tries to pass inside to Grant, but it's going to be stolen. Tommy Keith bringing it up the floor. Going to pass way over Austin White's head. That's going to bring Peyton Gaines and Carson Mazzocco into the game. Maggard and Alexander going to exit the game. It looked like Isaiah Maine was going to leave, but alas, he is not.
I thought the same thing.
Gaines running the offense, working on Sands. Showing off the dribble move. Schaefer going to fake the 3. He's going to spin and roll inside, but it's going to get picked away from him. However, a good hustle play. Going to force the jump ball. And it's going to be a Lion basketball. Gaines through inbound. Schaefer has it on the wing. Up to Mazzocco. Gaines has it on the baseline. Was going to shoot, but no. Grant working down low. No one to pass to. Mazzocco, Maine. Maine down low to Gaines. Gaines looking to pass out. Got to be careful of 3 seconds in the lane. Be careful of a foul as well. No frustration penalties. Payne trying to get too fancy with the dribbling down low. And a quick jumper by Keith. No good. Mazzocco going to come down with a rebound. 3 rebounds from Mazzocco. Maine has it. Got to be careful of the Wolf. Dribbling inside. Euro step. And that's good from the kid. Isaiah Maine. Working all the way down the floor and a Euro step at that. Going to make the layup. And that's 2 for him. Payne, guarded by Gaines. Passes off to Ford. Off to Sands. Sands trying to work Mazzocco inside. Mazzocco playing tight defense. He's going to work all the way around, however. A good pick was set by the Engineers, and there's 30 seconds and 2 for the Engineers. Gaines slowly up the floor. He's going to work on Sands. Grant has it on the free throw line. Off to Schaefer. Schaefer's 3 is no good. Two for 4 from the 3-point line. 5 seconds remaining. Payne. And a good job by Gaines. Going to force the turnover. 1.6 seconds remaining. That's enough to inbound, maybe a dribble and a shot. And he's going to heave. And that's no good. A good attempt, however. 61-36 Lions lead entering the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action, post-game action, and more on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back out here to Welch, Oklahoma, where I fix your scoreboard so that you can see that it's 61-36. Welch Engineers trailing your Lions on top. Couple of the next slate of games working in. Getting ready to go as the fourth quarter approaches. It's going to be Engineer basketball. Payne going to bring it up the floor. He's going to pick it up at the half-court line by Gaines. Gaines playing tight defense, looking for a steal. That's going to drive all the way inside. Alexander goes up for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on the Engineers. So it's going to be Lion basketball. Tight defense being played by Gaines, primarily shutting down the leading scorer, Payne, as Grant going to have it down low, but a rare miss from Grant. Gaines gets it back, however. He's going to go up and under, not going to have it, and the rebound is going to be taken away. Three launched from Payne. Alexander going to come down with the rebound. Gaines a deep three. Good. Peyton Gaines launches from well beyond the three-point line. That's 3 for him. 1 for 4 tonight on threes. 1 for 5. Isaiah Main with an almost a top opportune pick. Alexander going to come up with the block. Grant was wide open inside. Gaines was trying to tell him to get that one. Alexander going up with it, going to be fouled and sent to the free throw line, I imagine. One of the fans asking for a referee rotation. However, there are no substitution of referees, according to the Oklahoma Sports Association. Alexander going to have 2 free throws at the line. First one, no good. Maggard, Schaefer going to return to the game for Maine and Mizako. The Wyandotte game is going to come up next. Second free throw from Alexander, no good. 0 for 2. Free throws on the night. Bird bringing it up the floor. Bird working on Alexander. Alexander playing good defense. Payne has it, guarded closely by Gaines. Grant going to pass that one out of bounds. It's going to be Engineer basketball once again. 6:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. 64-36. Lions lead. Passed outside. Bird going to shoot the 3. That's no good. No one there for the rebound except Grant going to end up coming up with it. Download Alexander. And Alexander going to be called for the double dribble. And it'll be Engineer basketball. 6 rebounds in the game and 27 points for Jacob Grant, as well as a block and 3 steals. Schaefer going to come down with that rebound off the missed 3. Grant down low, cherry picking, if you will. He's going to have another 2. Just 7 points in the game for Peyton Gaines. Most of those attempts been swallowed up by Grant, of course. Gaines has 2 assists on the night, and it looks like the freshman crew's about to come in. Maggard takes it down to the baseline. Going to pass over middle to Grant. Grant going to work inside. And you know what? Why not tack on another? 29 for Jacob Grant. And Engineers going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Welcome back to Welch, Oklahoma. Looks like Grant not going to get that 30 bomb. Coach going to take him out, replace him with the freshman. Maine, Grant part 2, I should say. Abbott, Daniels. All going to enter the game, as well as the big man, Jonathan Moore. Engineers working the ball around, trying to get some information on some historical stats, if you will, as this has been a blowout performance from Grant. And I'm just curious to see how he lines up in the record books. Being told that 29 is not quite the school record. It's in the 30s for sure. We're just not going to get to see it tonight.
You never know.
Some weird occurrence could come in as Abbott works that one all the way down the floor. A good show. Logan Abbott putting on the moves. 32-point lead. Yeah, you never know.
Coach might put him back in.
Jacob Grant could re-enter the game. I'm not saying it's sportsmanlike. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's smart. But you know what? I like points scored. Basketball is more fun when people are scoring.
Records are meant to be broken.
It's exactly right. I like this new age of NBA where people play till they're like 40. I think that's more fun, personally.
Isn't LeBron 40?
LeBron is 38 years old.
Oh, so close.
He's getting there. I don't doubt he'll be playing when he's 40. That's NBA content, though. We are here in Welch, Oklahoma, witnessing the Kenneth Suter Invitational High School Tournament, where the Lions going to pick up a win here in this first round. Knock on wood. Of course, you never know what can happen in the last 4 minutes. Seeing crazier things happen. But alas, it looks like they are going to pick up the victory. Both freshman teams in for both teams. So that'll be 2 victories on the night for the Lions. Ladies took home a victory earlier in this one, directly preceding this game. As that one's passed down a little more, Moore's going to get tipped on the shot. It's going to go off. But like I was saying, ladies were able to pick up a victory, so they'll be playing at 7 o'clock on Friday nights for the second round of the bracket. And then your men's division will be playing at 8 as some scrappy defense being played by Isaiah Main. He's going to get the jump ball. A crazy play from Maine. Going to dive in on that one and get the jump ball.
Looks like he hit his elbow.
Yeah. Stung a little bit. Hit his funny bone. Boys will play at 8:30 p.m. We'll have all that action here on Baxter Springs Sports Live as we're winding down this fourth quarter in Welch, Oklahoma. Also, coming up after this fourth quarter, we got a very quick post-game show where we'll take a look at some stats on the game, expert analysis and what to expect later on in the week. We're going to let Coach Hibbler get home. Not going to interview him today. A dominant performance for him. But we'll let him get home, let him talk to his team, let him relax a little bit and prepare for Friday. If, knock on wood, of course, if Baxter happens to make it to the championship, we'll interview him then. But for now, this is a long drive home, as they're going to call over the back on Moore.
Gotta get home so you can go to school in the morning.
That's exactly right.
Good thing I'm on winter break.
Hey, college starts at 9 a.m. for me. Big boy school, if you will. Sands working it down the floor, being guarded by Maine. McClellan has it. Working on Grant. That's going to pass out. And that's going to be bobbled and going to roll out of bounds. Lion basketball. 70-38 with 2:34 remaining in the fourth quarter. Looking at a pretty dominant victory for the Lions. A good statement game to begin this tournament. However, like great coaches would say, you never want to get complacent. Just because you win the first game big doesn't mean you're going to win all of them big. As Abbott going to go up and under for the and one. A chance for three-point play. Never want to get complacent, however. Still have 2 more games in this tournament. And going to be competitive teams as you go along. Obviously, they eliminate the big dogs. And everybody gets a little bit more competitive the closer you get to that championship round. Every team guaranteed at least 3 games, so we will see 2 more games, one on Friday and 1 on Saturday. Times are depending, obviously, on if they win and if they lose. Is Grant going to go up for the layup? That's Caleb Grant. Jacob Grant's the younger brother. Sands going to bring it up the floor for the Engineers. We'll have to see who's going to win the matchup against the Lady Lions first next week, as that's going to be stolen away by Daniels. A good pickpocket play as Abbott has on the other side of the floor. Another 2 for Abbott. Lions have now doubled the point total for the Engineers, leading by 39. But hey, I stand corrected. Points switch very often. Maine has it. Top of the key. Pass down low to Moore. Moore going to go up. No good. Sands going to bring it down the floor. We have the tournament the rest this week, and then next week, Baxter Springs going to face off against a couple of different opponents. Going to be some league games thrown in there. Next week, they got Girard. Going to be a tough opponent, especially for this men's side. Girard having a senior who's having a stud season so far, Aiden Troike.
He made sports in Kansas.
Exactly. If you make it to Sports in Kansas Instagram page, you're either from Frontenac or you did a really good job in a game. So Aiden Troike putting on a performance so far this season against teams. As that's stolen away by Caleb Grant. Caleb Grant going to work down low, pass off to Abbott. Abbott going to go up and have 2, and that seals the doubling points. Abbott going to poke that one away, let it go out of bounds. Like I was saying.
I think they play
Girard first next week on Monday, the 18th. We'll head over to Girard. That one's at Girard, I should say. We might be there, we might not. We shall see. Josh Lettner and the crew working over there for Girard Sports Live. And then next they'll play Galena. 81-42, the final score in this game. Lions with a dominant victory early on, thanks to the hands of Jacob Grant. We're going to take our post-game break, and then we'll be out of here from Welch, Oklahoma. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the storage shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the storage shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the storage shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back out here to Welch, Oklahoma, where you can see the next game warming up in front of us. We got Wyandotte against, I believe it was Blue Jacket?
The Blue Jackets.
Not the Blue Jackets. These are the Chieftains, but it's Blue Jacket, Oklahoma. Weird enough. I thought it was their mascot, too. I thought it was really weird, but now I'm reading their jersey, and it says the Chieftains. Winner of this game will face off against the Lady Lions on Friday, where they'll play at 7 p.m. We'll have that coverage here on Baxter Springs Sports Live. After that, immediately following that game, we'll have the boys' game, as they will be playing at 8:30 p.m. against the winner of the game following this one, Wyandotte and Blue Jacket. They'll be playing to decide who gets to face the Lions in that second round, and then after that is either the championship or a chance at the consolation prize of third place. But we'll get to see that later on. For right now, I got really not much to say. Jacob Grant, a stellar performance tonight. 28 points from the field, and then an additional free throw to tack on to 29. Didn't quite get the 30. I wanted him to get the 30. I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted them to put him back in against the freshman just to see what could happen. But, hey, I don't have the repercussions of going home and sportsmanship and everything like that. I just get to go home after the games. However, just a stellar night from pretty much everyone. 6 rebounds, 29 points, 3 steals, and a block from Jacob Grant. Just, honestly, stellar performance for him. If I had to pick a player of the game, I'd pick him. Weston Schaefer had a pretty good game himself. Had 10 points from the field. 2 threes to tack on to that. And then he had 2 free throws as well. So 18 points total for him, as well as 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Big night for just about everyone on the floor. Gage Magger coming in with the 4 assists. Javen Alexander had 10 points from the floor. Just overall a great performance. We'll get those stats totaled up for you guys and get those season totals in. I'm working on that right now. I'm going to go check later on after that Galena game, which we'll have here on Baxter Springs Sports Live for sure. I'm going to check with her and make sure all our stats line up. But other than that, that's about all I got. This has been the Bricks and Brews post-game show. The perfect post-game stop. Refuel after the big game with Bricks and Brews delicious wood-fired pizza and mouth-watering appetizers. Plus, don't miss live music and more. Bricks and Brews Wood-Fired Grill and Pub, a taste bud trip down Route 66. Going to be just about perfect. Get home about 7:15-ish. Perfect time for dinner time at Bricks and Brews Wood-Fired Grill and Pub. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring. That's about all I got here from Welch, Oklahoma. We'll be back here on Friday night to show the Lady Lions at 7 and the men Lions. The Dude Lions. The Lions.
The Lions.
Period. At 8:30 p.m. Be sure to check that one out, especially if you don't want to drive all the way down to Welch, Oklahoma. But other than that, stellar game from both teams. And we'll see you Friday night. That's all I've got. Thank you to all the sponsors. Love you, Mom, and good night.
You've been watching Baxter Springs Athletics on your new home for the Lions, Baxter Springs Sports Live. Baxter Springs Sports Live is presented by WDM. Learn more at WDMinc.net. Also by Thanks for watching, and remember to catch every second of the action right here on Baxter Springs Sports Live.